Hey, what's good everybody? It's Jake. Welcome back to another video. In this one, guys, we're going to talk about the potential that Gyarados Community Day has in Go Battle League. So, I want to start this video off, guys, by saying that Gyarados, for one, is a water flying type. And Gyarados also has a very wide variety of potential movesets in Pokemon Go, but you know, with the addition of its new move coming up in Community Day, that is Aqua Tail, this will give Gyarados a lot more flexibility because it'll have a water type charge move for one, that's Stab, and for two, it will work pretty well as like a spam and or if you want to use it as a bait move, you'll have that option as well to you. Some things I want to talk about with this upcoming Community Day is that it will feature triple Stardust on a very easy catch that is Magikarp, and this makes it great for those needing a lot of Stardust. For people who compete in GBL, that Stardust is going to be very valuable for you guys, so definitely head out there and catch as many Carp as you can, because number one, they're super easy catch, and number two, this will add up by the end of the period of the Community Day. Especially me, I'm gonna need that Stardust for sure. I'm like pretty much completely broke right now in Stardust. I think I only have like 29,000 or something ridiculously low like that. But anyways, in addition to that, you'll have a much easier time trying to find and catch those Magikarp that you want for each league. So now that I'm talking about each league, I want to mention that for Great League, you're going to want a Magikarp that is 0, 14, 15. For Ultra League, you're going to want one that's 0, then 15, then 14. And then for Master League, you're going to want the hundo percent, all max stats across the board, straight only like 15s, straight 15s. And yeah, that's the IVs you definitely want for all the leagues. So now that we have that out of the way, guys, just as a little note for everybody who may not know about PvP IVs, they're quite valuable to have. But I can get into that in a video beyond this one if you guys want that in the comments down below. Please let me know. So next up, you guys want to make sure you find those shinies as well, because if you guys haven't heard, shinies will do more damage. Yeah, I'm just kidding, they actually don't do more damage. So, but they're nice to have if you can find a perfect one, a perfect PvP one, shiny, that'd be amazing. It's always awesome to flex. But anyways, guys, we're gonna get into we're gonna get into what you guys have came for. Okay, so August 8th is the Carp Community Day, and you're gonna want a Gyarados for the future updates. So I'll get into that right now. So I want to get into its potential in Great, Ultra, and Master League in the future, because of the addition of Aqua Tail and its new evolution when it evolves into its Mega. It'll have a lot of power and potential in these three leagues. So let's get into that. So here we have pvpoke.com. You guys can find their website down below. If you guys haven't already, for some odd reason, check this website out. It has everything for your PvP needs. Yeah, so let's get right into the real juicy part of the video you guys have been waiting for. A lot of you may be asking, well, how does it play out with Aqua Tail in all three leagues? Well, we're gonna get into that right now. So let's take a look at all of its matchups throughout all three leagues here. So, as you guys can see, there's several different things on pvpoke.com: battle, train, rankings, custom rankings, team builder, etc. I can also make a video on that in the future if you guys would like. How to use pvpoke.com website, or whatever the title I want to call it is. But anyways, let's get into the battle portion. You guys can type in here Gyarados. I'm on a PC version, by the way, so if it doesn't look the same, I'm on a computer. It looks slightly different on mobile. So anyways, let's select, or no, let's go to multi-battle, all Pokemon in Great League. As you guys can see up here, Great League, Ultra, Master, we're in Great. Gyarados, the optimal moveset you want to run post Community Day is Dragon Breath, Crunch, and Aqua Tail. So let's check it out here in the Zero Shield scenarios. Okay, here, let's see. Alrighty, guys. So as you guys can see here, it wins 330. As you guys can see, the percentages right here, it loses 239. And some of those very nice matchups are going to be things like, let's take a look here, Great League. Actually, no, let's take a look at rankings. Let's go to Gyarados here. Now this Gyarados does not have Aqua Tail equipped, but these are the matchups you want to be looking out for. If anything, these matchups will get even better once it has that Aqua Tail move, because it's a awesome bait and it has stab. So some of its key matchups are things like Altaria. That Dragon Breath is very strong and oppressive. That's why you want to run that over Waterfall. You have Cresselia. You have that Crunch for it. Whiscash is going to be a great matchup for you because you are 2 times resisting those ground moves. And the Blizzard from Whiscash will only deal, I believe I believe it's like neutral damage, yeah, because water resists ice and flying takes super effective from ice, so that evens out. And then the Metacham, obviously you are part flying, so you won't be taking very much from those counters. And then Mantine. And then if we get into some of its key losses, these might flop slightly because of Aqua Tail. That stab damage might flip some matchups like Registeel, Swampert, Toxicroak, and then the defense form Deoxys. I don't think it will flip Azu at all because, well, Gyarados really doesn't have much play against Azu. A lot of its moves are resisted. Dragon Breath is 2 times resisted. Same thing with Outrage. Crunch is resisted as well. Aqua Tail is resisted, so yeah, there's not much you can really do there against Azumarill. So yeah, that's some of its key matchups there. Now let's go back to the the battle section to see how it does in the rest of the shielding scenarios. Multi-battle, all Pokemon. Okay, now we are in one shield. Crunch, Aqua Tail. Alrighty, so in the one shield each scenario against all Great League Pokemon, guys, we're looking at a dominant win rate here of more than 2/3. Okay, guys, we're looking at more than 2/3 of the Great League meta in total. You can see the percentage right here. We're rounding up to about 70, and I believe in 2 shields it's about the same here. Let's take a look at 2. Yep, 2 shields, and we're all also basically rounded up to about the same. So yeah, it has some pretty amazing matchups. Once it does get that stab move, that's pretty spammy. So it also has access to Outrage, guys, and the reason you might want to run Outrage over Crunch is what the rest of your team could be like weak to. So it has pretty much the same win-loss, even if you switch it up to Outrage, and that's in 2 shields each. So take that in a note. It does change a little bit down in the 1 shield, but if your team is more weak, for example, to say some Ghost or like a Psychic, you can always run that Crunch over the Outrage. But if you're more weak to opposing dragons, then Outrage could be the better option for you. And you could also run Outrage if you want to use Gyarados as a closer, and you want to have a shield up in the back, so maybe some bulky Pokemon in the front to absorb damage. And so yeah, like I said, guys, the optimal IVs for Great League is going to be a 0, 14, 15 Magikarp. So definitely appraise your IVs when you catch them. And yeah, that's all we have for the Great League. Now let's take a look at what Gyarados can do in Ultra League. So let's go back to the rankings, guys. Let's type in Gyarados once again. We are in Ultra League. Gyarados. Okay, now this is with the Aqua Tail. This is with... It is running Aqua Tail. Yep, it is. Okay. So as you can see here, some of its key wins. Well, number one, it's a pretty good lead. And you can see it's pretty strong all around. Has at least 85 plus in every single category: lead, closer, switch, charger, attacker, and its consistency. And a lot of its key wins are again the same in Great League. So we got Giratina Altered, which is a staple in the Ultra League meta. We have Swampert, another staple, Poliwrath, Cresselia, and Charizard. So those are some of its key wins, and key losses are going to be Venusaur, Articuno, that'll armor Mewtwo, Lapras, and Clefable. Because, you know, guys, it doesn't have much coverage at all against some fairies. And honestly, this Mewtwo armor matchup is... I thought it would win it, but it is weak to rock, so... I forget if Mewtwo armor has Rock Slide. I haven't really used it too much. But, yeah, you're going to lose to the grass, like Venusaur. It doesn't have enough coverage. Again, and you know, Venusaur Vine Whip is going to outpace Gyarados every time. Dragon Breath isn't too great on like energy, so but it is very oppressive in damage, so that's one thing to take note of. Okay, so now let's go back to the battle portion and let's see how it does overall against Ultra League Pokemon. So we're gonna change this up again. Alrighty here, guys. So I expect it to perform about the same in Great League, or excuse me, Ultra League. But the Pokemon Gyarados has a lot more attack power to it than it does bulk. It's not very bulky, so just keep that in mind, guys. It has way more, as you can see, it has way more attack than it does bulk. But anyways, let's take a look at No Shield and see how Gyarados fares against Ultra. So if you can see it wins slightly over half of the meta matchups, which isn't great, but Gyarados isn't that great of a closer unless you preserve his shields for it. So let's go into One Shield and see if it has any improvements. And yes, it does. It jumps up to 231 wins and 124 losses, so that's pretty good. So as you can see, it beats Cresselia. Let's take a look at other pretty common Ultra League Pokemon. Beats Poliwrath, Umbreon. Let's see, it beats Shadow Swampert, beats Lugia, to name a few. Let's see here. It beats the Shift Tree there. And it does beat some grass. It beats Sceptile and Tropius and Blossom Shadow. Swampert, Dragonite. Let's see here. Anything else that's pretty common in Ultra League? Not so much. It beats Giratina Altered still. So yeah, guys, that's some of its matchups in One Shield. Let's take a look at Two Shield and see how it performs. There we go. Two Shield's very, very strong in Ultra League, guys. Wins about round up to 70% again, so very similar to the Great League stats. There's really not much to say. The Dragon Breath damage is very oppressive, and having access to that move that's a bait and stab really helps it out here. As opposed to Crunch, which does cost slightly more energy and it's not stab. And Crunch overall isn't even that great of a move too, to be honest. So yeah, that's what we have for Ultra League. So again, I want to reiterate this. The optimal IVs you want to look for in Ultra League Magikarp are going to be 0 attack, then a defense of I believe, is that 15? Yeah, a defense of that of 15, and then a stamina of 14. So yeah, you guys want to appraise those after you're done catching. Yeah, this is gonna be a great community day because easy catches. Magikarp's one of the easiest Pokemon to catch in the game, and you're receiving triple dust. Make sure to pop those star pieces. I'm just giving you guys some reminders, and keep a lookout for these IVs I'm talking about. You want to have as much HP and bulk as you can get on Gyarados. So finally, last but not least, let's go and check out its Master rankings. Now, Master is where it's going to struggle, guys. A lot of Pokemon and Masters are going to be part Dragon and Steel. Sometimes they may be just pure Steel. Sometimes there's going to be Fairies. Fairy, Dragon, and Steel are like the main types that run all of Masters League, as well as some ground and some water types like Groudon and Kyogre, just to name a few. So yeah, let's take a look at the rankings here and see what Gyarados has to offer to us in Master League. Alright, so it's ranked number 30, which isn't too bad, right? It is running the ideal moveset of Aqua Tail here, so no worries about that. And as you can see, it counters kind of the same things in Ultra. It beats the Giratina Origin and the altered form that kind of run around Masters League. It also beats the Kyogre and the Groudon, which is a duo you see a lot of the time in Master League. This 2 coverage is amazing for you, so it definitely benefits there. And then it also can beat Mewtwo. I'm not sure if it can still beat it if it's Shadow. I'm assuming it can, but like I said, guys, it's gonna struggle against other dragons, even though it's dealing super effective damage with those Dragon Breaths. A lot of the dragons in Master League are also part Steel. And well, its key losses are going to be 2. One of those being this Dialga. It's going to lose a Togekiss, obviously. It doesn't really have much coverage against it. All it really has is Aqua Tail, or Hydro Pump if you want to run Cheese. And then it loses to Melmetal, obviously. It has a 2 times weakness to Electric, and it has a 1 time weakness to Rock, and that's what this Melmetal runs, is Rock Slide, or T-Ball. And then it also loses to Dragonite and Latios, which is kind of surprising, but Dragonite has a decent amount of bulk, so I guess I could see why. Yeah, you're gonna want to run the same moveset here in Master League: Dragon Breath, Aqua Tail, and Crunch. Again, you can replace Crunch with, say, Outrage if you want. That's preference in what coverage you need on your teams. So we are almost done here, guys. Finally, we're gonna look at its total percentages in Master League with Crunch and Aqua Tail. Let's go to 0 shields. Crunch, Aqua Tail, Dragon Breath. Okay, perfect. Okay, it's actually gonna win 189 matchups out of 76 losses, so that's a very high win rate right there. It's gonna be about like 70%, so that's really nice. Now let's take a look at one shield. It's actually going to win 80%, guys. 80% of matchups in the one shield scenario in Masters League. So as you can see, that's very strong. It's only going to lose to a lot of the electric types, the opposing Steel, opposing Fairy, etc. You guys know the deal with Gyarados, it's typing. And yeah, now let's take a look finally at 2 shields and wrap this video up here. So in 2 shields, we're gonna see another very high rate of wins here at 212 wins. Very strong, nearly 80% of wins throughout Master League, throughout all Pokemon. So that's really nice to see, guys. Some of its good matchups that you see quite often in Masters League are going to be things like Palkia. Let's see here. Palkia, Snorlax, Kyogre, maybe Armored Mewtwo. Let's see here. Interesting Pokemon that are in Masters. Oh yeah, Obstagoon, I guess could be one of them. But yeah, you guys can tell what I'm trying to say here. I'm trying to say Gyarados is a really good investment for this upcoming day in Pokemon Go. So I definitely recommend you guys catch as many as you can, grind as much Stardust as possible, because you're gonna need that investment when the time comes where Gyarados can evolve. I'm kind of guessing it might use Stardust. Maybe, we'll see. But yeah, anyways, that pretty much wraps it up for this video, guys. Some of my final thoughts are that I could see a very big potential in Gyarados post Community Day, and with the Megas on their horizon, we can expect Gyarados to take over. Because of the fact that when it Mega Evolves, guys, it loses its weakness to Electric, or at least it's 2 times weakness to Electric. And it gains a nice typing alongside dropping the flying typing for the typing that is Dark. So it becomes a Water and Dark type when it evolves into its Mega form. Meaning, guys, that Crunch and Aqua Tail are both going to be stab options for it, which is huge. It makes it way stronger. And yeah, but all we can do is wait and see. But until then, guys, we'll see how it improves after post Community Day. But when the update drops, we'll be in for a hell of a change, I feel like, throughout the metas, throughout the leagues. So definitely trade and prepare in the meantime. Try and get as many good PvP IVs as you can for each league, and definitely enjoy that triple Stardust coming at you guys. So yeah, excuse me, that is it for the video. I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure to hit that like button, smash that subscribe, and leave a comment down below what other Pokemon you'd like to have me, I guess, spotlight for these next upcoming videos. So until then, I'll talk to you guys later. Have an amazing day. And best of luck in your battles.